Room 20 friends, it's Mrs. Navarro here. I hope you guys are all doing okay and staying inside and playing and having fun while we're going through these very strange times. Anyway, I'm making a video today to show you guys how to make Play-Doh, my super special recipe for Play-Doh. It's the same Play-Doh that I've brought into class and you guys have played with very often. My son Luke is helping me make this movie because I know nothing about this kind of stuff, and he's gonna do a good job, I'm sure. So why don't we get started and I'll show you what you need to make the Play-Doh and how to do it. All right, let's go. Okay. So now we're going to start by adding our 2 cups of flour, which you want to make level. I probably shouldn't use my hand, but I am. And then the 2nd cup of flour goes in the bowl there. Okay, so we're going to put all our dry ingredients in here first. And then we do 1 cup of salt. It's a lot of salt, but that's what the recipe calls for. Almost there. Oh boy. Oh, one more. You want to make sure that's pretty level. So that goes in with our dry ingredients. And then we got 4 teaspoons, which, here's your teaspoon of cream of tartar, or however you say it. 4 teaspoons. This is a thickening agent. And you might not have heard of this before. I know I never did until I made Play-Doh. 2. And don't be afraid to make a mess, because that's definitely what I'm doing. 3. And 4. Okay, so that's in there. Put the top back on. Okay, and then we do, we'll stir this up a little bit, just kind of combine everything. I should probably be using a whisk, but. Okay, then Mrs. Navarro forgot to get the oil out, so I'm gonna grab that. Oh! That's tall. Okay, so now we're gonna add our, get all of our liquid ingredients together. So I've got 2 cups of water in my liquid measure already. And to that we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. So that's 1. And 2. Okay. And then the fun part is you can add any color food coloring you want. I actually have this nice gel food coloring in my pantry, so I'm going to use that. My son wanted to do pink, flaming pink, because he thought you guys would like that. Okay, so we're going to put a couple of nice drops in here. Ooh, that's a lot. I like more vibrant colors. Some people actually add, I've heard of adding Kool-Aid to this to make it smell really good. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to add the color and mix it up. It's going to look real nice. And the next step, once you have everything prepared, we're going to put it in a pan and cook it under low heat until it looks like mashed potatoes. All right, so that's next. All right. Tell me when.
It's running.
Oh. All right, so we're gonna turn the stove on. If if I can get it to ignite. Again, you would be doing this with your parents or caregivers, not by yourself. Okay, so we're gonna put all our dry ingredients in the pan. Okay, and then we're gonna slowly add our liquid. Ooh. Ooh, this is gonna be really pretty. You just don't want to do it too fast because it'll splash. It's a good color, Luke. Okay. Oh, try to keep it in the pan. Since I'm not doing a very good job here. Just put all that, oh, look at all that food coloring. Make sure you get everything out of there. Okay. So as you can see, it's not quite mashed potatoes. You want to slowly stir until you get all your flour chunks mixed in there. And once you get all this done, the last phase is kind of adding more flour to it until it's not sticky anymore. And you can do that on like a cutting board or just like on your counter, because there will be flour everywhere, but I've already made a huge mess that it won't even matter, because that's what, you know, cooking is all about, making some messes. I like the color. It's still kind of liquidy here, so that means we should turn up the heat a little bit. Couple minutes, it'll be ready for the last stage. Okay, so it's been on the stove for probably about, I don't know, I'd say 5 minutes. And this is now, it's turning into mashed potatoes. So now we want to get it out of the pan. Let it cool a little bit, and then add a little bit of flour so it's not sticky. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna move our Play-Doh to a floured surface here. Okay, make sure it's not too hot. Oh, it feels good. See, you can tell it's a little sticky because it's sticking to my hand. So I'm gonna try to knead it and get all this flour that I have on my board here into the Play-Doh. That it kind of looks like a big ball of bubble gum. Yeah, I should have had it smell really good. Okay, it's still pretty sticky, so we're just gonna kind of dip in here. You got your extra flour. So it's almost kind of feels like you're baking bread, or not baking bread, making dough.
Same thing.
So once it stops sticking, you don't want to put too much flour in it, because then it starts kind of falling apart on you. Because when it does cool off, then you can, you know, seal it in a Ziploc bag or a Rubbermaid container. And then every time you take it out, it'll keep getting drier and drier. So you don't want to start with it being too dry, right? Yeah, this is feeling good. On my flour, well, there will be a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. Okay. Oh, look, I think this is almost done. What do you think?
I'd say so.
It looks like bubble gum. But don't chew this or try to eat it.
It won't taste.
It won't taste very good. And you see it's not sticking to my hands anymore. This is looking good. Might be one of my better batches. Luke, you like to play with this.
I think Leah would.
It's fun for all ages. I even like playing with it. Okay, so it's not sticking anymore. It feels good. That is your finished product of Make It Home Play-Doh. Right there, my friends.
Oh, final.
All right, friends, so that's how you make at-home Play-Doh. Make sure you have a parent or caregiver help you. And then when you're done, help them do some dishes, clean up a little bit, and then you can play with your Play-Doh. And I'm already playing with mine, and it's very soothing. So I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, and not going too crazy. All right? And I missed you guys, and I hope to see you very soon. All right, take care.